All right, there we go. We got it going. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Hank Strange. You're watching Stranger Palooza. Today, we've got some friends here. So right there is Typhoon Adobo. That's not his. That's not his Ford. Yeah, that's not his.
My name. My name's Typhoon now.
Yeah, no. Well, that's Walter from Dirtfoot Racing, and this is Rodell of Typhoon Adobo.
There you go.
And that's not his Ford Transit. Coachman Beyond. That's his Coachman Beyond right there. So we've got like a little micro meetup going on, as well as we've got Walter, like I said, from Dirtfoot Racing. And guess what we're going to talk about today? We all live in Florida, right?
There you go.
We're in hurricane season.
June 1st, hurricane season.
Hurricane season. There's no reason that you shouldn't have a generator. And I'm guilty of this. I have one in the van, but there's no reason you shouldn't have a generator. And today we're going to talk about, okay, how can you get a cheap, like let's say free or cheap generator and fix it up and make sure you get it running, right?
Yeah, sometimes free, yeah.
Yeah, so Walter from Dirtfoot Racing, they do mini bikes and good stuff like that. You know, two wheels.
Things with engines.
Yes, so Walter is going to show us how to do that. Rodell's along for the ride. Let's get into it right now. Yeah, let's walk over to the generator that we're talking about, Walt.
Right. And I'll give you the lowdown on it.
Yeah, so first of all, how do people get a generator? How can you get a free or cheap generator?
Well, this particular one came off an ad from Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
And you can play with the Craigslist thing too also. Mm-hmm. People buy generators, hurricane season, whatever. Mm-hmm. They use them, they fuel them, they put them in the shed or the garage and they don't touch them. Mm-hmm. The carburetors get all full of gunk and the gas tanks get full of gunk with old gas. Mm-hmm. They go to use it next time, they pull on the cord 100 times, it doesn't start.
Right.
So they go out and buy another one in our throwaway society. Mm-hmm. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
If you take it to a repair place, it's going to cost you how much what a new one costs to get it repaired a lot of times. Mm-hmm. So they get rid of them. So this particular one here, the gentleman I purchased this from off of Facebook Marketplace had 3 generators. Mm-hmm. They'd all came from their hunting camp. Mm-hmm. One by one, they'd all died, and they tried to get them going. They couldn't go. He just wanted them out of his life. So I get to his house. He's got them out in the front yard. I'm out there chatting with him. Here comes his neighbor from across the street. Mm-hmm. Neighbor comes over. Hey, you want another one? And I'm like, sure, show me what you got. Mm-hmm. So that day I ended up with 4, basically $200 for all 4 of them.
Wow. Okay.
2 of those are already in new homes. I've given them, or I sold them for money, which is what I got in them. And then this one here is going to go to Hank. But its carburetor, which this is a Subaru engine.
So that's, yeah. So let's give a couple of details about this generator. What is it, first of all? It's a,
it was made, the brand name is Husky.
So this is a Husky.
And it is powered by with a Subaru.
Yeah, 3650 Husky.
Yeah, it's a Subaru X21 engine, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They've used this engine on different pieces of equipment. This is the particular generator model.
Okay.
Air filter's a little different.
So can we see, yeah, we can see Subaru slapped right on there on the engine. But where are these engines probably made? Are they?
I would say the engine's made in China.
Yeah,
made in China or made in Japan. One
yeah. I think it's kind of cool because it has Subaru, and then you're saying there's something up with the, well actually, so we tried this before at your shop, and the carburetor was too far gone, right?
It looks like somebody had been inside of it already before me.
Okay.
And so we tried to clean it up and put it back on, and it was doing the exact same thing it was doing before we tried to clean it up. Okay. So I made the executive decision that we're not going to screw with it, and let's just order a new one. Right. So got on a little searching on Amazon and eBay.
Okay. I'll throw up an Amazon link for this for anyone who needs one of these. It'll be in the description.
Bright, shiny, new.
Yeah, that looks good.
Carburetor.
Yeah, that's like jewelry right there.
You got the carburetor. You got a new spark plug.
Right. I saw that.
Air filter, which I didn't know I was going to be getting, and I already bought another air filter.
Okay,
so I have
cool. Yeah, I'll take that other air filter.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
Some fuel lines, some hoses, some gaskets.
Yes.
So, and this was right at $30 shipped. So,
not bad.
You can't beat that. I mean, if you can, please let us know. But
yeah,
the Subaru engines are a little. Typically, what you find in the generators a lot of times is the Honda clones that are made in China. Even Honda ones, those carburetors are a lot easier to find on eBay and Amazon because they're more common. A lot of times they're used on mini bikes. That's not one, but
right, yeah.
they're
There's
used
one of
all
the
over.
Dirtfoot Racing mini bikes right there.
Right.
For you guys, if you want to see more of that, go to Dirtfoot Racing on YouTube.
Yes, sir. So anyways, I did find it. We ordered it. We're going to stick it on, and we're going to make this thing run.
Yes.
One thing I want to, I bought this can of True Fuel, and what True Fuel is it's a fuel for 4-cycle engines. They also make it for 2-cycle, but it has no ethanol in it.
Okay.
And it's designed, it helps when you put the engine away. Like what's going to happen here today, we're going to start it, going to run it. Hank's going to put it in the shed.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, if his power doesn't go out from a hurricane, it's going to sit there probably till this time next year.
Yeah.
Well, when I asked him,
I'll be calling you up
to get the, well, this stuff helps preserve it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have the ethanol in it.
And we don't know anyone at True Fuel or anything like that. But you like this stuff, right?
There's other brands. The reason I bought True Fuel because it's on sale at Lowe's.
Okay. There you
so,
go.
but there's Husqvarna. There's different brand names. I have a feeling they're all made in the same factory, just labeled differently.
Okay. What's the active ingredient in that? Do you know?
Let's see what it says it's got. Fuel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the.
Yeah, someone will let us know.
It's right from the hills of Tennessee. No.
Yeah. So after that, tools, right? I noticed you got a really nice toolbox here that I was actually there. You got this toolbox at SEMA show.
Yeah, I bought that from the. This is Hazet.
Yeah.
Which is a German brand.
Yeah.
They make toolboxes. Yeah, I picked it up at SEMA.
Yeah. So Walt and I, we go to SEMA show. We're going this year.
You know,
so what kind of tools do you have here for this?
This will all be metric stuff. So
okay.
We got metric. We got SAE on one side and metric on the other.
Okay, so just some random tools.
Yeah, basically most of this stuff you can get away with a 10 millimeter, a 13 millimeter, sometimes a 12 millimeter socket / wrench. Couple screwdrivers, pretty easy. Yeah.
So other question I was going to ask. I know you have found a lot of things like this. Rodell, do you ever do that same thing, or?
Oh no.
This never crossed your mind. Maybe now you'll think about it.
I'm
right?
learning right now too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'll tell you from after this, when I'm driving around and I see a generator or something getting tossed out, I'm going to get it and bring it over there. I don't know what you're going to charge me, but
a lot of time, I haven't seen too many generators thrown away myself, but lawnmowers. Weed whackers, just picked up one of those the other day.
Yeah.
Down the street from my house, looks like brand new. And the same thing happens. People, they put them up for storage, gas goes bad, and then they can't get them going, and it's sometimes cheaper just to buy another one than get it repaired. So
so let's do this, man. Let's jump in here and see if we can get this thing running.
Oh, we will get it running. What are you talking about?
Okay,
see about it.
That's what you told me the last time.
Well, you got to be confident, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do it then.
All right. Let's see here. Let's get this old gasket off here first.
Yeah.
This gasket somebody made, I think.
Did you get a gasket with this?
Yes, there's a gasket in the carb kit. So.
Okay.
Yeah, this one here somebody cut out of a piece of something. I don't know what it is, but
I'll try to get as much details as I can for folks out there. I was gonna do time lapse, but I really think that
yeah, somebody made that from scratch.
Yeah, I really think it's probably a good idea to just show folks what you do. You know, for the folks out there. And Rodell, you've never done this. I know you work on stuff, but you've never like tried to get a generator.
I do maintenance on the generator myself. But
okay.
Having a generator that's not running and put it back to life in service like this,
I never did it.
To be
okay. And you do have a generator. Are you talking about the one in your van, or?
Yeah, I used to have a Honda 3000, but since I had the van, I sold the generator.
Okay.
I'm dumb enough, probably to going to learn from my own mistake later on.
Yeah. I'll sell you this one right now. It's on sale, as is, $300.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Probably I'll go around.
Later on, it's going
I'll go
up.
around the neighborhood.
And then he's going to come to me whining he needs a generator. Yeah. So I'm just trying to see where this goes. I think this goes like that. All right, let's see here.
So you just put that up there with, you don't have to put anything on it to put it in?
Any seal in it? I mean, any kind of, not normally this kind of stuff, the gasket alone will do it. Let me just make sure I'm putting this on right here. Because if not, what'll happen is it won't run right. And we'll end up having to do it all over again.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the bloody mood to do it all over again.
Yeah, and then so obviously the carburetor goes on these rails.
Just double check things. Yeah, the carburetor's going to slide on these rails here. Now the trick is you gotta get this. There we go. That wasn't a trick at all. All right, slide that on. Now I got to hook the linkages back up, so I'm going to have to.
Okay.
I'm going to have to. Oh, here it is, right here. So I got this little spring and the linkage that goes from, I believe it's from the governor to the carburetor.
Okay.
It's going to moderate the speed when it gets a load on it and stuff like that. So, one thing I would suggest to people who don't do this all the time is to take a picture of things as you're taking it apart.
As you're going through, yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10,
forget.
you go to put it back together, you don't have a bloody idea how it goes back together.
Well, for me, I know that it's going to take me months to do what you're doing right now in a couple of minutes. So I'm definitely going to forget, right?
Well,
over that time frame
it's
of working on it.
I think I might have to take the carburetor back off.
Okay.
But that's all right, no worries. We'll get it. This slides into this little slot right here.
Yeah.
Right, that's right there. I took this apart, so I should remember how it goes back together. We'll get it one way or another. That moves like that. We'll slide this back off. That's pulling on the actual throttle. When it's running and you put a load on the engine, the speed of the engine will vary. Okay, there we go. I think I got that there. So let's do this. Let's get this back over here like this. Let's go like, that went really, you know how sometimes you're working on something and you get something to go together, and there we go. Let me take a look at this with my head in here. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. That's how it goes. At least I hope so anyways. What is going on here? Let me just check something here. Let's make sure we don't have this on. I gotta, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna turn this thing a little bit this way. So it's facing
So your
out.
workstation here is always important, I think, right?
Yeah, you know, if I was on the ground, I would really be, I'd be moaning and groaning even more, but this is kind of elevated, so it's not bad. Let me do this again here. I got some wires crossed here. Got my wires crossed. Sure you don't want to do time lapse?
No, we're good.
Okay, okay.
I could always cut it down, but I just want to make sure if there's any detail. See, like I like to make videos that I look at.
Here you go.
Oh, I'm going to look at this again
I agree.
when I find a generator somewhere.
I agree.
You know, because I'm going to try to do it myself.
Well, you know, another thing too, if you see my boo-boos, then maybe you won't make the same one.
I was going to say, I'm going to do some horse trading with you for this generator.
Oh, I know what you. I know what's going on. I know what's going home on the trailer tonight.
Yeah,
so.
I have something that that people use when they're working on bikes.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you know you do.
Yeah, I do.
And
We're gonna have to dig it out from wherever it is. That might be the real adventure that people watching this video are gonna want to see.
And I know you want a generator, so we might have.
That's the thing. Look.
It's a good trade-off.
Yeah, if we have the apocalypse, just a quick break here. You get the apocalypse. If you have the skills of fixing stuff like this,
I agree.
it's worth more than money. It's worth more than gold.
Well,
You know, I'm just telling you guys, if you know how to fix stuff.
Let me tell you who I want my apocalyptic camp. I want a guy who knows how to fix wires and computer stuff.
Yeah.
Needs somebody who knows how to cook. There you go. And then everything else is like
Or
this
people
stuff.
who know how to grow things too. You know,
Absolutely.
No one thinks about that. Yeah.
And how to
How
maybe
do you grow stuff?
skin a critter and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So.
You know, and then the guy who knows how to make videos, you have to have someone making a video of the
absolutely. You
apocalypse.
document.
Oh, you've convinced
saying.
you've convinced yourself of that, haven't you? You've talked yourself into the videography.
It's gonna be big in the apocalypse, dude.
Ah. All right. So what we
People
got
are
is
gonna find out what Stranger Palooza really means.
There you go.
we got an air filter here.
Okay, and that's the old.
Old nasty gasket. Yeah.
Okay.
Which we don't need
Cool.
that.
So you already have a new.
There's a
filter
new one in here I purchased. I didn't realize that in this kit there was going to be a air filter.
But it doesn't hurt to have one.
So no.
Yeah, let's see in there. Okay, cool.
So in my quest, what I found is this Subaru generator setup, being not the most common arrangement, the parts were a little more challenging to find.
Yeah.
So
when
I bought an air filter that measured the same, but wasn't exactly for this.
Okay.
And then this showed up, and this looks like.
So
looks
if
like
people
small.
are looking at this, they maybe don't want to go for a Subaru because the parts are going to be a little different than what you get in normal parts, right?
Once again, yeah, this was a deal because it was a package deal.
Yeah.
So, and out of the generators I purchased, this is one that this has got some dust on it since it's been sitting in my shop, but it was one of the nicer looking ones in the whole package. Wheels, handle, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So nice, clean gas tank.
Yeah, it's not in bad shape.
Yeah, just take that in consideration. I mean, once you get the parts and you get it back together, if you maintain it halfway, it's not gonna not going to be an issue of it not. You're not going to have to buy these parts over and over and over.
Yeah.
So,
The problem with a lot of people, and including me, is we don't know how these things work, and that's how we mess them up. Yeah.
Well,
you know.
yeah.
A lot of us doesn't read manuals anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Is that how you? That's how you get things done, right?
Absolutely.
Do the research.
On how to restore or winterize, as we say here now in Florida.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Reading is fundamental.
Wonder where you got that from.
Yeah.
See, that's okay. So that means that goes like that. So let's. I took this apart a couple weeks ago, and you know, I always marvel at stuff like this. How they, who designed this? Where I have to be a contortionist to get the. Where I have to get the parts back in. I have to. Oh, there we go. You gotta. Okay, so that's the way that goes. Yeah, because I put it on wrong the first time, and you couldn't move the choke lever.
Oh, okay.
So now you can move the choke lever. And we are going to actually put the. Well, maybe we won't.
So is this the
There
fuel
is
line?
no. This is actually a breather line,
Breather? Okay.
like a crankcase breather that vents the gases from the crankcase back into the air filter, and the engine burns it again. It's an environmental thing, I guess we'll say. The engine will
so
run.
they're twice burning.
Yeah, the engine will run without it. Oh, that's where it goes. It goes down here. I was trying to put it in the wrong place. Imagine that. That's a guy thing, I guess.
Right. That's what she said.
Okay, so that goes in there, right there. And if I leave that open too, it's opening the air filter on the clean air side, and the air is not filtered coming in, so that could be an issue.
Okay.
I mean, typically, if your power's out here, you're going to roll this thing out.
Yeah, you need to keep it outdoors. That's why there's this sign right there. Using a generator, what is it? Will kill you.
Yes, and every year it doesn't
And it's
matter
true,
when,
unfortunately.
whether it's hurricanes or frozen weather up north. Somebody dies because they're running the generator in their house.
Yeah.
Or
Please be careful.
running a gas stove,
Yeah.
you know, open flame inside, and they get it.
Yeah. People are afraid that someone's going to steal the generator. Better someone steals your generator than you die.
Then you be dead.
Yeah. You know, just chain it down outside if you're worried about that.
There is a real. I mean, okay.
It happens.
Yeah, people do steal stuff. I mean, I am this far away from making that call on the home generator. You know, the natural gas powered one, because I have natural gas in my house. So, like a 20 kW, so I can have the AC running. I can have the whole thing going.
Yeah.
Everybody else will be in the dark, and I'll be balling. So
Yeah. I think about that too. We think about a lot of prepper stuff here. If you don't know, Stranger Palooza, there's going to be more and more prepper stuff going on. There's a lot of van stuff right now, which is cool, and that will continue. The vans are part of prepping. If something happens, man, you got your house right there.
I was thinking about
It's like being a turtle.
You got your little hacienda
Escape
right
pod.
there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, escape pod.
worst come to worst, you can just crawl into the. You know, as long
got
as you have
everything.
some fresh water eventually to refill your tanks with. So
Yeah. But where we live here, this is all spring, so I have my own well.
yeah, but you gotta have power to get it up.
That's why the generator. I don't know if this one can run my well.
Well, it has
to look
220,
at it.
but you're gonna have to get in it some type of the connection between there and there. You're gonna have to come up with something.
Yeah, somehow to do that. So yeah. Or what I really wanted to do with my well is build a solar panel and connect that to my well. You know, like build some battery boxes, solar panels, always charging up the batteries.
Most likely your well is 220 volts, so
Yeah.
most likely, I'm not sure, but
If you build a nice, I think if you build a
Oh, it
nice
can be
battery
done.
box, yeah, you can run it off of
it
there.
can be done. I mean, obviously.
Maybe I can use my AGM battery for that. What do you think?
Nope.
No? It's not gonna work? No. Yeah.
Lithium, baby. Battleborn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys will have to watch another video. We'll talk about Rodell's upgrades that he's done to his van after this. Okay, I know I stepped away a little bit here from the generator work.
I'm just basically tightening the carburetor on.
Okay.
Tighten up the screws. You don't want to go too crazy. You want them snug. You know, don't want to.
Yeah.
That's another problem a lot of people have is they over tighten stuff. It gave us a brand new shut-off valve, but there's one on the engine. Oops. So look at that, it's peeing out. So we're not going to use that one. We're just going to hook up the new piece of pipe. Generator basics with Hank Strange.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I had to put my SHOT Show voice on.
Yeah. The radio.
Yeah, my radio voice.
Welcome back to Stranger Palooza.
Welcome back. We don't have a clamp for this here. Oh, yes, we do. Look at that. We reused the old one.
Yeah. That's how they do it.
So, yeah, this carburetor, I think I'm going to toss in the circular file when I get done. That's the trash bin. Because it's beyond fixing.
You don't think you'll ever use that on a mini bike?
Nope.
No, that's done.
That was pretty conclusive, wasn't it? Nope.
Yeah. It's
that
toast.
was a straight up nope.
It's toast.
Nope. It's not worth the effort.
Do you have to cut that?
Yeah, I'll chop it off.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what we have a handy dandy knife for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I'd say you're cutting in the wrong direction, but you know I don't.
What, toward myself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's a
safety third.
That's a taught. That's a taught in Boy Scouts thing.
Yeah,
too.
you're supposed to be a scout leader.
Don't pull a knife towards you.
Yeah, man. You know your former scouts are looking at that now like.
Yeah, they know Mr. Kellerhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know.
These kind of skills are really, you know, like I grew up. My dad was an engineer by education.
Yeah,
he didn't believe in fixing anything.
Well, because that was below him.
Yeah, so I don't know how to do this stuff, but it's a really good skill to learn how to do all these things.
But once the power's out, everybody's on the same page. Everybody's equal when the power goes out.
Well, I always tell him, Dad, I want to wrench on things. He's like, no, I don't want you to do that. You know, you'll wind up broke. I'm like, what? Yeah, so that's not really good advice. Learn how to fix your stuff, even if you're born wealthy or whatever, which I wasn't, and definitely not.
Learn how to change your tire, please.
Yeah, learn how to do stuff, man. Really.
It'll come in handy, especially you'll be embarrassed when your wife can change your tire and you can't.
Yeah.
Because she grew up in a house where they did that.
Yeah, at least you know you got a good woman.
Yeah. Is that how
but you're gonna have to step up your man skills.
That's a sign to be a keeper.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I just made a man skill mistake. No worries, I gotta loosen this up. There was a bolt I was supposed to take out and to hold the air cleaner, and I put it right over the top of it. So
Okay.
there was no money for going to the store and buying everything brand new.
Yeah, so you couldn't do that.
Not that I was like poor, we weren't poor, but we just didn't have money for that kind of stuff. So dumpster diving was a hobby.
You guys still do it, which is.
I can't. I mean,
your dad still does it for sure.
Oh, he can't help himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I see something interesting on the side of the road, I'm stopping to check it out.
There you
Yeah. One day we'll go to his dad's secret location around here.
Yeah. He doesn't
You'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, and that's where I got that from. So
Yeah. I'm not saying that you're trying to be environmentally conscious or a tree hugger, but that's the best thing for the environment. Recycle stuff.
I like the word reuse better.
Reuse.
There you go.
Yeah. Reuse.
Because
Yeah.
recycling's
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Right.
now
Gas portion?
Oh, so you
have
got that back on.
we have a new carburetor on.
Okay. Do we just start it up now?
Well, we're gonna give it a good college try.
Let's see. This
Now-
is the moment of truth.
It has the old gas in it right now. Some of the old gas.
Old gas. What do you do about the old gas, though?
Well-
Can I see in there? Oh, what is it? Okay, stale.
You see how it looks kind of yellow like tea?
Yeah, it's kind of yellow greenish.
Modern gas doesn't look like tea.
Oh, okay. So what do we do about that?
What I'm gonna take that. That connection loose from the carburetor again, and we're gonna drain that out.
Bleed
most
it
of
out? Okay.
And then we'll pour in the
So do we need a bottle for that,
some
right?
kind of container. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So container.
Something. An empty
Oh.
water bottle. There's not much in there.
Yeah. So we'll be right back.
Right back in here. We'll see what this one.
There you go. So old gas cans sitting around.
Old
Pretty
gas
much
cans
empty.
for old gas.
Yeah. There you
Let me
go.
just take a peek in here.
Yeah. I'm one of those people, Walter, before you go in here.
Oh, he starts making excuses. There's the excuses. It's got a little bit of crud in it.
Yeah, it probably does. I don't know if anyone can see that in there, but yeah.
Not too bad. We'll
Yeah.
rinse it. We'll rinse it out. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
We'll rinse it out with some gasoline. How's that?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, just to let you know, they do make kits. They sell on the interweb. Oh, look at that nozzle. Who was gnawing on that?
Some
Look at it, like a
creature in
rat
my
was
shed.
gnawing on it, or a squirrel.
Yeah.
They make nozzle kits, and you can revamp these things.
Okay. Yeah, I need better gas cans than this.
These are not bad. You just have to get a proper nozzle.
Yeah,
So
you do.
yeah. All right. So
Okay.
let's take this.
How are you hooking this up here?
I happen to have that new piece
Oh,
of
you're gonna
hose.
use the pipe.
I'm going to use that right there,
Go.
and I'm just going to turn it on
Turn it on, run it in,
and let it.
run in.
Yeah. That's the concept, anyway.
Okay. So we'll be right back with you guys after we drain this. Okay, you're done draining this.
I believe so. There might be a little bit left. There's a little bit. We'll go a little bit longer. A little bit longer. The whole point of this, I'm trying to put this True Fuel in here, and the True Fuel is nice and clean. So we're going to try to start out with a
Yeah,
nice.
True Fuel. If you're watching this, man, you got to talk to Dirtfoot Racing because
Yeah, I'll use it all the time. You give me some. You send me a couple jugs of this. I'll use it all the time.
out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll be your number one
And
guy.
by the way, Babyface P showed up with his sexy Mustang, hang out
How
with us.
Okay.
how old is the fuel that was in there? Old, stinky, nasty, or
It was like greenish,
oh,
yellowish.
it doesn't smell good. I can
You
Get a whiff of it.
can get a whiff of it over here. It doesn't smell great.
There's a old water bottle laying right over there on the ground. Can
Yeah,
you
like a
grab that?
plastic water
I want to
bottle?
show people what this looks like when it's.
Okay.
This stuff is clear, looks like grain alcohol. Versus this, and we'll pour some of that in there. Then we'll show you what that nasty stuff looks like. So
What is it?
it's
Recycle engine.
not exactly. It's there's no ethanol in it.
Okay.
Oh, that's clear.
Oh yeah, so
It's like a little blue tint to it, but
yeah.
Oh, it's
little
pretty
bluish.
clear.
Yeah, it's pretty clear though.
The thing about this stuff is you can leave it in the engine for a long time and it won't make it go bad. The carburetor will get all dirty. So
Wow.
let's
Okay.
I need to put some
pour
of
that back in there. It's it's a good idea.
Where do you pick it up at?
This is from Lowe's.
Okay.
Now I'll tell you, this was $4 and almost $5 for this
My generator, I let it
for
sit.
storage.
It sits all year, and
Yeah.
I run it like once every 2 months.
You want to run that stuff, even
Through it a little bit?
if you just like I would do my generator at home. I would drain the gas out after hurricane season, run it, start it up, let it run till it dies.
Yeah.
Then the carburetor's empty. Then might be a good idea to pour some of that in, so the carburetor doesn't get all dry in there. It stays kind of lubed up.
Yep.
I have a generator at home that I bought in 2006 after we had like 4 hurricanes in 1 year,
Yeah.
and I used it maybe for 10 minutes that year.
Yeah.
Or-
I was in West Palm Beach that year.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got hit several times.
But it's been in my shed since then, and I start it once a year at hurricane season, and it starts every time. So.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay.
So, anyways, we got some fuel in there.
And there's already a new carb on it, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. Put the carburetor in. Let's close the lid.
Walter likes to call them carbitrators.
That's from another YouTuber.
Yeah, that's from Turl.
Terrell fixes all. Yeah. 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 Carburetor.
Yeah.
All right.
Will it run?
Will it run?
Oh, so it's got an NGK. In
So
there.
we're gonna stay with the NGK because that's
You are?
better than what came from the kit. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a better quality. Yeah, and
I
it's not.
don't
It's
know
not.
anything about. That's a better spark plug.
Yeah. How could we look at that spark plug and tell that it's good?
Well,
It's charred a
NGK.
little bit.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know this thing runs because I've started this thing up.
Okay.
But it's not all burned up and crusty and everything. It's
Okay.
running a little rich, but yeah, not bad. So
Okay, hold on. Let me try
Running
to get
rich,
it good.
it's
There we go. Okay.
charred. It'd be carburized.
yeah, all black and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
Yeah, it
All
should be kind of a brownish color versus
Okay.
yeah, and it's not like dripping oil or anything like that. So
Okay, cool. So we're gonna keep that on
I'm
there.
gonna screw that back in. We'll save that. You can have that other one for a spare.
Okay, good. I'm gonna
That-
keep a parts kit for you.
Not that you'll for who?
I mean, this comes with maintenance plan, right?
Once a year.
Yeah.
Don't look at either of us for that.
Oh, I'm looking at
Don't
you.
look at me.
I'm
I gotta
looking
go
at you.
start mine up now that hurricane season's coming up. Has it started? Is hurricane season
Yes,
officially
we're,
on?
we're
June
officially-
1st.
Yeah, June
Yeah.
1st.
Okay.
June
Yeah, I
1st.
gotta go start. I haven't started mine since last year, so
Yeah.
I may have to clean the carb again.
Yeah, maybe not.
We'll see.
All right, let's put it on choke, which it is. That's off choke. That's on choke.
It's a
Gas.
Subaru engine.
Yeah.
It's a Subi.
Gas is on.
It's not all-wheel drive, but it's.
I mean, there's only 2 wheels. It's a
Yeah.
matter of how hard you push it, right?
Yeah,
Gas is
I
on.
guess it is hard
Yeah.
all-wheel drive, kind of.
We've got gas in it.
Okay.
So,
All right.
let's choke it and see what happens.
Let's see.
Good go.
Let's make sure it's on. It's on.
He's an outdoor dog.
Check that out. Let's, at Walter. So
Listen,
proud.
one pull isn't. That is impressive.
That's typical with a new carburetor.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
And probably with that kind of gas.
And this gas helps.
Yeah.
We drained all that. It would have started with the nasty gas because I was running it with the nasty gas.
Yeah.
But it,
Walter is now Walter the one yank wank. The one wank.
Yeah,
One
oh,
yank wank.
oh,
Yeah, there you
okay.
go.
Yeah.
and True Fuel. But no,
yes, we are not affiliated with these.
no,
people.
no, I don't take any money from them. But if they
Yeah.
want to send me a couple jugs
That's
or
cool.
a 55-gallon drum, I would be more than happy to use it in all my mini bikes. Okay,
I'll see, Walter.
we'll
I'll
feature it on
reach
the channel.
I'll reach out to them.
Okay,
That won't break down like
right,
regular gas.
and that's one of their selling points is
gonna have to go pick some up.
long-term storage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And somebody like we mentioned, Terrell mentions this type of fuel, not necessarily True Fuel, but using this stuff before you put it away for the up north would be in the wintertime.
So what do? You drain out your fuel you already have,
Yeah.
and then you fill it up with you put some of this in there.
This is what I would do. I drain it out, start it up, let it run till it stops,
Mm-hmm.
and then fill it up with this. And you don't have to use mass quantities of it. You just got to put enough in it so the carburetor gets wet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it might not. This probably would keep the gas tank from corroding also.
Okay.
So I just slosh it around.
How
inside.
bad's the tank looking?
It's clean.
Is it really?
We are going to take this mini bike out and drive it around before we end the video, because obviously you got this running, and I'm going to have to now go find that that thing I'm horse trading with you. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that thing in exchange for this and 3 other things to be mentioned in the future. Just say
Walter
yes.
sounds. I don't know about that.
Within reason.
Yes.
Within reason.
Okay, yes,
Yes. So
I have,
we'll go
I
look
have
for that. What do
something. I have something you need, and
Yeah.
you have something I need.
Exactly. We're gonna. Yeah, it'll be equitable. So
For anybody out there though, check your local Facebook listings or Craigslist.
Well, that's what I
listings.
was just getting ready to.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah. How do people get these?
Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Just tell your friends you're looking for a generator. They might know somebody with one of these sitting in their.
Oh, they
in
may
their-
have
in their-
one.
and they might have one, right?
Yeah.
So, don't use that excuse. Well, I can't afford it, or
Yeah.
because I tell you what, if there's a hurricane and the power goes out, this is $500.
Think ahead too.
Yeah.
Don't do like right now may not be or right before.
It's
Well,
nice
right now, because of everything going on, I don't know what the generator situation is in stores because everything's
They're there.
crazy in the
They're
world.
there.
They're there?
They're
Okay.
there.
in
Okay.
Florida, in South U.S., right after hurricane season, right before winter kicks in, or right during winter, pick one up.
So before we get to the fun stuff, what else you want people to know? And are you going to do some videos on different generators so people want to get, like, how do you get the skills to do what you just did?
Well, first
How's
thing you
someone
can do now that we have this interweb thing, all you gotta do is Google generator repair or
That's what I did when I put a new carb in. I googled because the one that I have has just a basic. No, I think it might have been a Briggs & Stratton engine,
Yeah.
or I can't remember. But it's such a prolific engine. It's like, just Google it.
So just Google it, look it up, see what other people are doing. Get on eBay or Amazon, put the engine model number in, and you'll see that you'll get numerous choices. Buy the parts and just don't be scared. It's
Yeah.
not hard. Basic metric tools for the most part, even some regular SAE tools depending on the engine.
Yeah.
And just go for it. Make sure it's got oil in it. You know, and once you get it, I know this one puts out electricity because I tried it already. You can, first thing you can do, one of the things I always do when I buy something like this, I get home, even if I know the carburetor's dirty, I'll get a little bit of brake cleaner or some carbs and spray it in there and pull it. If it fires up, you can fix it. And you can even do it so much as that, you can have something plugged in and just keep it going enough to see if that it's making electricity. And even if it's not making electricity, most of the time it's something really simple inside the generator.
They're simple
Like a
machines.
diode burned out or something like that.
They're very simple.
Yeah.
There's videos on all that too.
Oh,
Okay, cool. So 2 things we got to do. One, we have to go find what I'm trading you for this so we can show everyone. And then we got to pull that down and ride it around and let Babyface, I'm sure, wants to ride it.
Hell yeah.
I know Rodell does. I might jump on there, So let's see if it's in that shed behind here first.
Okay.
If not there, it's in the other one. You want to take
Okay.
a quick look?
Sure.
Come on, let's go for the adventure and pull that out. I'm not sure if it's in here or not. Let's look. This is basically my junk shed on the side of the...
This is the Horden shed.
Yeah, just stuff gets thrown in here. I actually have an electric lawnmower, believe it or not. This should be a thing there. Oh, there it goes. It's right back there. Let's see if we get any light. There we go. I see it right back there. It's blue.
Where's the hydraulics? Where's the
It's you can hook up a drill to
I
it.
got a crank on this manually?
You can hook up a drill.
What do I look like? Come on, man. It's not easy rider. Yeah.
Maybe if you scoot that blue box out of the way, you can easily get it out of there.
All this freaking wood. Let's do the top first.
Yeah.
Drywall. That's from your project inside.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do some work to get this out. I will be right back. We're about to test this here.
One pull.
I'm gonna put it on the load.
Yeah, can the one pull work again?
Let's see. Come on, Walt.
Put it on choke. Turn it on. Always
Yes.
remember, folks, turn your generator on. Turn your mini bike switch on. If you have one. Let's see, one pull.
Alright, cool.
We're going to see if we can get that idle down a little bit. It shouldn't be running that hard
Yeah.
right from the start. So.
Yeah, we'll get to work on that.
I unscrewed the adjustment screw, but it didn't make much difference. So I think it's this. One of these springs is under
Springs look
like
very.
too much tension or
They look
something.
janky as hell.
Yeah, they do.
Well, there's a lot of. It's like it's jankied wide open. So.
Yeah, somebody forced it wide open.
Do you think that's worth the effort, Rodell?
Absolutely.
Oh heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Just say yes.
Yeah. Patrick, I know you believe it because you
I-
got one from
I already
Walter.
have one of the $50 ones, and I put a new carb in for $12.
Yeah.
Ran
This
fine.
carb is a little bit more expensive. It was like, what, 36 volt because it's a Subaru?
Even at
I had,
36.
okay, here we go. I had 30 for the carb shipped. I think this was 5 at Lowe's.
So maybe 90
that's
bucks or something at the most.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
work,
Under
and labor.
$100, you should be able to get a
Yeah.
good running
You never,
generator.
you
on
never
it.
think about your labor.
So,
Yeah.
Walt, your recommendation is to use that when you're winterizing?
Yes.
Like run the same.
Winterizing or putting, and anything you have, lawn mowers, weed whackers, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get a bunch of that stuff.
I'm gonna
I'll also get in touch with True Fuel and see,
And they sell this in gallon jugs too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and if you want to keep the gallon, to me it's like you keep a gallon of it around for your fuel, just in case, because it's not going to go bad.
It doesn't separate out like gasoline.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't. Yeah, keep it sealed.
So in a pinch, you can use that and run
Straight up.
run
You get a little ways out of town.
Yeah. I want to do a van build mini bike, but we're going to definitely take this mini bike off and ride it around. And maybe we'll talk about what would be the perfect mini bike for a van.
We need to do a mini bike survival series.
Yeah.
Fill up a backpack, get on a mini bike, head out of town.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Set
build
up a camp.
One of my things I want to build just for fun is a propane powered mini bike.
Yeah.
That would be
So-
neat. That'd be cool.
So listen,
with
a
the
lot
little,
of
with the little cans.
yeah, there was a company.
No.
1 pound?
Yeah.
No.
1 pound canister.
I want to put a 20 pound. I want to hang a 20 pounder off the back wheel
God.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and just
let's-
see how far you can ride. Then you can have barbecue too when you stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much does it weigh?
The mini bike?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. We'll
At
have
this
to find
point,
out.
it's probably in the
I think we can hang.
too bad.
Careful, it's not.
I got it.
Yeah.
it's probably in the
120?
150, 175 pounds, something like that.
What's the
150.
lightest mini bike you think you can make?
With a gasoline engine?
Yes.
How fast do you want to go?
I don't need to go that fast. I just need to go like,
How
It's like a pit bike.
yeah.
Here's the
No,
other-
it doesn't need to be like a pit bike. I want it to be something like this that I can go on road and off road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't need to go fast.
so much
Maybe 20 miles. What's it, 20 miles an hour too
Yeah,
fast?
no, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it can be done. You can make a lightweight one. This is all steel. So
The reason why I say it is because I need two. I need one for Lola, one for
I
me.
can't imagine Lola.
I need it to be small. Does this have a clutch or no?
No, this is
Yeah.
centrifugal.
Yeah, I need something like that. Small, no clutch. Doesn't need to go super fast.
Yeah, you
we
don't
park
need-
where we park and we get around town and
You
stuff.
don't need a huge engine either.
Yeah, get around the woods.
Carbon.
I mean, that might be.
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Bamboo.
That's a little
Bamboo
bit.
frame.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Bamboo frame.
Might be a
That'd be an
thing.
interesting build.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this again one more time.
Okay,
I
cool.
want to hear this thing idle
All right.
I took a spring off.
Yeah, I think that might help.
It seemed excessive.
Maybe they put too many springs on it.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what happens here when I pull it.
Turn it on.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
That sounds better.
Something is. Let me just think about this for a second. You got to pull it. You want one spring. You want to pull it down so when the governor gets a load on it, it pulls against the spring. Right now, it's just pulling it open, wide open. So, but something's not right. That's what I'm obviously. Why was this hooked to
So
there?
that is
This was
giving tension to the adjustment.
This was on here like
Yeah.
this.
So now you can adjust it with the screw, but
Yeah,
it's not
but
helping.
it's sprung wide open
It's sprung
right
too
now.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that spring might be worn out.
No, well, not that. I'm just trying to. Why is it sprung wide open? Let's see here. It's kind of strange.
Should we look up a schematic of this?
There could be something on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Look at it.
Okay, so explain what we're doing for the people who missed out on that part.
Don't show that.
We were when we started up before, it was running full on, and it shouldn't run full on. It should run kind of an idle, and then when you put a load on it, the governor should say, "Hey, I need to give it more gas," and it gives it more gas. We were trying messing with the springs, and then our
Rodell?
Rodell, our electronics person.
He's the consultant. They call him the consultant.
No.
Hey, what about the governor? And it's like, by Joe, you're right.
Yeah.
So someone had messed with the governor adjustment,
Yeah.
and I think
Whoever had it before, maybe
Right.
when there was a problem with the...
right in the quest to keep it running,
Yeah.
they adjusted the governor.
Yeah.
So
So
we've got it back to where it should be.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I just
Cool.
learned something.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to get that generator
Now I
off
have
of
to look
here.
at
We'll
mine.
get the mini bike down. We'll get the lift up so we can show that to people. And we'll ride around mini bikes for a little while, and then, you know,
Whatever.
yeah, we'll do some other
All
stuff.
right.
This one because I made it myself.
Here we go.
Fan of this stuff. This is good.
The light
All right, rolling it down.
has the manufacturer.
Now belongs to the hacienda.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta figure out where
Hopefully
I'm gonna store it.
Lola can start it when it needs to be started.
Exactly, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Lights go out. I'm just getting into my apocalypse now.
I have a feeling, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Walt's pulling the bike off. There we go.
I can do this one-handed.
Very impressive.
Dirtfoot Racing Custom right here.
Is this one pull as well?
Yeah, you starting this
Yeah,
up?
let's see.
Are you gonna ride this around? Oh,
Can he do it in one pull?
ooh.
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait.
I think this one looks better than my Marufas.
Either be one pull it or rip it out of my hand, one or the other. So
I'm gonna get out of the
Oh
front.
boy.
let's get it past the compression thing here, which is very hard. And let's
Walter is a small engine master.
Yeah. Look at that. Coming like a sewing machine.
it's vibrating like a Harley.
Yeah. Oh. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, you notice Walt's tank is backwards there. It looks good though.
There's a little bit of fuel in there.
I'm gonna turn it off just so we don't burn it in place here and make a really bad video.
You need a rotary table.
Dirtfoot Racing.
You need a rotary table for the welding.
Picky, picky, picky.
No, he just wants you to get that so he can come over and use it.
Use it.
Have a nice, and then you don't have to move. It just rotates under you.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Patrick.
Put a
I
nice,
agree with
a
you.
perfect bead.
Yeah,
You have a
that's-
foot pedal, so you can
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, why doesn't
I'm gonna put it in Walter's head so he 6 months from
Get
now
one.
he'll have one.
Yeah,
see. That's probably
and by proxy, so will we.
Exactly.
300 cc. My Ruckus is 50 cc.
Oh, yeah,
It puts it into shame.
that's cool.
Oh, by the way, I also extended that because of me adding these forks and extending the extension in the back. The original kickstand was only this long, so when you leaned it on a kickstand, it was like almost over. So I added onto that kickstand, made it so it sits like a normal. So yes,
Let's see.
this is a work in
Let's see it
progress.
spin around.
Let's do your thing.
Let's fire it up again.
Out of the way.
I mean, you're in the right place. This is what mini dirt bikes are for.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Wow. It has a nice butt to it.
That thing sounds
It
so
sounds
good.
pretty cool. It sounds like a legit motorcycle. Wow.
That's cool, Walt.
I'm slinging rocks with my car.
I was worried about your dog.
Look at that. Look how deep is that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool. I dig it, man.
All right, who wants to ride?
Yeah, who's going for a ride?
I know there's no brake.
Well, already right.
It'll break. Oh, no, it'll break. It'll break. It'll stop.
There's no brake.
Let's see. Watch out, watch out.
It leans so different than my full-size motorcycle. You lean too hard and it's just gonna boom.
You don't have that far to fall.
Yeah.
This goes up and this one goes down.
Rodell, you going for a ride?
You gotta apply the carburetor to it. Okay. We're just pushing around here.
That thing is so cool, man.
It's too strong for me. I know. Oh my God. It moves.
Go ahead.
What? What? You don't like me now? What? What's going on here?
It's good for Utah.
Yeah. Walter's going for a true road test right there. He'll be back. He'll be back. That landing strip. That's where the, like if they have to medevac you, the helicopter lands out there. See, you lost your hat.
Yeah, it blew up.
Yeah.
The carb
that's
needs a
cool.
little bit of tuning. You hear it breaking up. When you get on it too hard, it's kind of
Is that a
stumbling.
PC20 carb?
But, pardon me?
The carb. What's it called? The
That is
carburetor?
a well. This is a.
PC20?
Is that what that one is? This might be. It's a Chinese knockoff of a Mikuni. But,
This is Japan though.
Yeah, well, they always say that because
Makes it sound
Designed in Japan. Yeah.
This is a cool motor, man.
This might be a.
There's power in it. Oh my goodness.
This is a, like I said, old school flathead Briggs and Stratton.
So how old is that engine right there?
That engine is probably from the 60s.
Wow, that's impressive. Runs great.
This is basically like a mini bike rat rod.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. This was originally, remember when I was working on the Lawn Boy 2-cycle build? The Lawn Boy engine didn't perform as we thought it might. So I decided, you know what, I got this 8-horse sitting here. Let's see if it'll fit.
Those simple 2-stroke engines run forever.
The 2-strokes, or this is 4-stroke?
4-stroke.
Yeah. I bought this from a guy in Safety Harbor, had it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. I cleaned it up a little bit. I parked this and blasted it and parked it.
So what's your muffler here? Let me see. What is that?
The muffler actually is off that's a DG muffler, which is probably off a 2-stroke mini bike from the 80s.
Here's the question. How quiet could we make it?
You could put a better...
Because if you wanted to take it out hunting, you don't want to be going crazy, right?
Okay,
you could put a better muffler on, a bigger
Make it
muffler.
real quiet.
Relatively.
We could go super quiet by just putting electric motor on it and a battery.
Yeah.
Has that been a thought yet?
Yeah, it has. The thought has went through the mind.
Yeah.
I would love to see how an electric.
That would be
there
awesome.
is something
and
about
this would
this-
look good like that too, I think.
There's something about the putt.
I know there's something about the shake, rattle,
No,
and roll.
it sounds great, yeah.
No, it sounds awesome.
But
But,
for certain things that you want to do, like if you want to cruise around the city in this,
Well,
like
that's
Babyface is
illegal.
saying, if you want to go hunting,
You need a light and
you could get around a campsite.
You can go around a campsite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some places are better than others, but a lot
Listen,
of places.
you could if you're not riding on the road, but you're riding on the side of the road, you're fine. That's not. The road is.
Some places.
It's like
Here,
here, you'll
yes.
see everyone riding out in
Here
the
it's
ditches.
fine.
Yeah, out here it's fine. Yes,
Yeah.
but
You go to the
go into the
Well,
Gainesville and try that. And see what
Oh,
happens.
you won't even get a mile.
So the tires you're using, what are those?
These are made by a company. They're called Sun Fs. They're made in China. The company puts them in China. They do all kinds of ATV tires. These are pretty radical ones.
But you know, if you put lights, if you put tail lights and headlights on this, you could street it,
What are
right?
we doing?
Yeah, right. No?
in Florida,
You need a headlight, a tail light, and a mirror.
and you gotta have a brake light, and they have a minimum horsepower requirement too.
Oh, it's a minimum horsepower.
Minimum, which I think is a minimum of 5
This
horsepower.
Five.
meets
Okay.
that problem.
Yeah.
You could probably do it.
Why you would want to, I don't know.
They're thinking about riding mini bikes on the street, and you're small like that, and if you're going to Grom or something,
I was gonna
you're
say the
small
Honda Grom.
compared to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of scary being
Yeah,
against
for sure.
that.
Watching a full-grown man ride a Honda Grom is.
I mean, you can buy a Honda, you can buy a CT70, Honda CT70 and with title and the tag and the whole 9 yards, and you could drive it on the street. But
On the monkey.
yeah,
Oh, the
same
monkey,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but do I want to do that in traffic?
No. It makes Hank look like he's riding
He's being
like
so
a
cautious.
massive man on a Harley. Like it looks like a little tiny Harley with a big man on top.
He's so cautious.
I know.
That's how he drives.
Talks big. You know we're on camera. You're gonna have to edit this.
Oh yeah. He'll get to hear it.
I know.
Here he comes, man, rolling into town.
It fits him pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right there. Boom. That's cool, man. I would have to, get used to riding it, but
like I said, carb needs a little bit of tuning right now.
Yeah.
The center of gravity is so low. You're kind of
yeah,
like.
it's fun.
What might happen with this bike is I might put some bigger wheels on it, and it'll get it up a little higher. But aside from that, it's fun.
No, it's a fun little bike, man. I really like that. I like how it looks. I like everything.
Yeah.
You know.
I hand
Cool.
it back to you.
Buckshot.
him alone.
All right, so here we go. Before my battery dies, this Big Blue Lazy Rider riser.
Easy Rider.
Let me see.
Easy.
Easy Rider is what I'm trading with Walter, since he's obviously a motorcycle guy. You know.
Both of you are
trading
wrong. It's an Easy Riser.
Riser.
Easy Riser.
Both of you are wrong.
That's what I said.
I said Easy Rider.
It's from
You
Sun
said-
Bike.
He said Easy Rider or whatever.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah.
So
Whatever.
anyway, there you go. That's what we're trading for the generator and some other things to be mentioned later. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Obviously, if you want to, you can get a relatively inexpensive generator. That's what I've got now for the Hurricanes. Ready, thanks to Walter from Dirtfoot Racing. And big shout out to Rodell, Typhoon Adobo right there, Babyface P. You guys have seen him on the channel before. What you want to say, Walt? What should we say here? Final tips for anyone.
Where can they find you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Dirtfoot Racing, you can find on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube under Dirtfoot Racing. And I'll just leave it at that because that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And if you, there's no excuse. And if you live in Iowa someplace, you know, or Montana, you still need a generator.
Yeah.
Because the power goes out. There's hurricanes. There's tornadoes.
Right.
There's snow. I see this all the time up north. People get snowed in and they're all freezing to death because they have no power.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
find you
Absolutely.
find you one cheap on Marketplace or something. If you don't know how to do it all, I guarantee you got a friend that does.
Right.
And just maybe get two of them and have a party.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of sweat equity. All right, so we're out of here. Big thanks to everyone for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll probably do some other stuff in this vein as time goes on. But for now, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'm Hank Strange. We're out. Peace.
See you.
We need some carb spray, some starting fluid.
Okay. Probably.
Oh, started right up.
This is a prime example of roadside kill.
Somebody was throwing that out.
It needs a primer bubble, it needs lines, and an air filter, and you got yourself a weed whacker. Or this is actually one that it comes apart, so you can have a weed whacker, maybe a blower,
Yeah.
maybe
All right,
trimmer,
Walter, you could get that running
a
again.
chainsaw cutter.
You throw it on the thing.
For
I
who?
think Lola will appreciate that.
I'll do-
yeah.
I will do it for your significant other,
Yeah.
because she deserves it.
Yeah. Well, I guess
She doesn't
not
deserve
really.
the work, but
No.
On the trailer it goes.
on the trailer. And that was with the crappy gas.
Yeah.
Was that really the
Yeah,
crappy
that was
gas?
a crappy old gas. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah it's still.
It's pretty good,
It
Walt.
just stinks.
Yeah,
You're like a
Stop eating
like a
grass, you're
motor
not a goat.
whisperer.
I'm the guy in the apocalypse thing that gets all the vehicles running.
You know what? There is a super important place for that character in the apocalypse.
Oh, absolutely.
That is
When
one
you're,
of.
when you're taking gas out of broken cars.
Yep, that's the most important person in the apocalypse.
It's not an apocalypse if someone doesn't put it on YouTube. If no one films it and puts it on YouTube, it's not an apocalypse. I'm just saying.